Hey y'all, hey, my name is Lavanya, but they call me Ye. Do I need some more jewelry on just for the video? Let me see. Let's talk about the worst relationships I ever been in. We're gonna start off with the baby daddy. Y'all, baby daddies be baby daddies for a reason. And I never find out a nigga is a baby daddy until after the fact. And it's like, ooh, I see why. Before this specific situation, I was the type of girly who was, you got kids at this age? Oof, I could never fuck with you. Until I ran into this specific person. Now, when we first met, okay, there were a lot of shockers in this situation. The first shocker was he had a kid. I just told y'all I was one of them girls. I could never be a stepmama, baby. We too fucking young. I want to say I'm around 19 at this point. 19, maybe turning 20. In between those two ages. We gonna call him Jacob. We met and the first shock factor was his kid. I let that be because there was just something calling me to him, like I needed to come see for myself. I got to know him and I found out that his baby mama lived in a whole completely different other state. And that's okay with me. And he seems to really love his baby. Like, he wanted to talk to his baby all the time. He talks to me about his baby all the time. He told me about how, like, he was going to be taking trips and he's taking me and the baby. And I'm thinking, shit, if I got to be the stepmama, turning a little cocoa melon shit, so what? I'm feeling this nigga. Yeah, no. This is before we meet in real life. For a minute, we're having all these conversations over the phone. The week before we meet, he's like, I don't know, this is like the trauma dump week where he's telling me about everything that's going on with him, that went on with him, everything. And he tells me that he got shot. Not only did he get shot when he first got shot. This is only funny because I'm thinking about everything that this put me through afterwards. When he first got shot, his entire body was paralyzed. I didn't know any of this for a minute, but I'm listening like, wow, you got shot and you're not dead. You just became paralyzed. But listen, there's more to the story. He's telling me more. Excuse the train in the background. He's like, yeah, the doctors were telling me that I would never be able to walk again, but I just knew that couldn't be true. I couldn't let that be true. So I kept trying and trying to walk again. This is really the story for every nigga in the Midwest. Like, every nigga in Chicago get that motherfucking story, bitch. Honestly, now that I think about it, it's so many paralyzed niggas in Chicago. The doctors told them they weren't gonna walk and they fucking walking again to go do the same shit if they don't have kids. Or try to change their life and still get shot up from them niggas who was supposed to get them in the first place. That's not even funny. That's just what it is. Anyway. Yeah, that's what he's telling me. And he's like, yeah, I kept trying every day to improve my strength. And it has improved. But like, there was the whole right side of his body did not have full strength. So he could probably squeeze a little bit, but he couldn't. Like, you see how I could do this? His ass can't do that. No funny shit. Yeah, like, he had a little limp and some more shit. He ain't tell me from the beginning because he wanted me to like him for him type. Some shit like that. But me, the type of person I am in nature, I am very nurturing. I try to save animals and I believe I could heal the world and save everyone. At that point I did, but now I'm starting to realize if you falling, bitch, you falling. I can't help you up. Because are you gonna help me up when I'm falling? That's a real rocky situation. I wish I knew that back then. It's always good to have a new lesson under your belt. After he told me that, I was just like, oh my gosh. Yes. I could still love you. I could accept you for you. And we went on our first date. Our first date was this taco place. It's because I be telling niggas what my favorite food is. Lie, bitch. Tell him your favorite food is some Japanese shit. And the first day was cool. Like, he was limping and shit, but he was cute. He was sweet.
Girl, what the fuck is you talking about?
We hung out for a little bit, and then party ways. And that led to the second date. But that second date, I'm not gonna lie, that's when I realized the right side of that body might not work. But the middle definitely does. And after that, I just knew. After that, I knew I loved that boy. I just knew I did not want to be without him. We're besties, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, whatever. Listen, this is, before y'all judge me, understand that this is all of our first time on earth. The experiences that you may have witnessed or you understand, I may have never witnessed. So let's not judge. Third date turned into us staying together throughout the week, 4 weeks. Like, bitch, we basically live together at this point. There's something a little suspicious. Of course, it's normal for someone to always talk about their kid and how great their kid is and how much they love their kid. That's wonderful. I wouldn't want to be with a nigga if he had a kid and never talked about his kid or never made an effort to show up for his kid. When the kid called, a lot of times he'll be calling from the mama's phone. Sometimes the kid will call from his own iPad because he had his daddy's number. But it started to get to a point where the mom was calling like, yeah, you need to talk to your son, as if he wasn't already talking to his son on a daily. And then once me and him start posting each other, becoming more public, all of a sudden the mom wants to be involved in the father-son conversations. Next thing I know, she snatched my nigga up. Lord Jesus, help me. And when I tell some people about this story, they laugh in my face like, bitch, you nursed him back to health.
This right here, this is the one. When I tell you I was really doing what I had to do, like helping a nigga put his socks on, put his pants on. Because remember, the right side of his body don't really, like, shit don't work for real. Like, it works, but it's not full strength. He have a hard time curling his toes and shit. I'm touching your motherfucking feet to put your socks on, nigga. I love you. And you,
And he left you for his baby mama. Yes, it's a little embarrassing, but everyone has an embarrassing story, and that just so happened to be mine. But let me explain how I found out. I really never found out, but I'm a woman. I know that my intuition has to be correct.
He started off by saying, on my life, I was not cheating. I was not a cheater at this point. We would have amazing days together. Like, the days would just be better than ever. And, like, we'll wake up from a nap. And I'd be laying on the bed. He'll sit on the chair in front of the bed and just stare at me like he fucking crazy. And he'd be like, I just know you a fucking hoe. You fucking cheated on me. But I wasn't. So I was confused. Like, what? And, like, that shit just kept happening so often. He would accuse me of cheating. And one day he was just like, I need time to focus on myself. I need to focus on healing. Mind you, we were supposed to be healing together. Like, I'm supposed to be helping you heal. We set a goal month to when he should be fully back together and all type of shit. So what's going on, Pookie? What happened?
Before we even start fucking with each other for real, I went and found who his baby mama was. And they share a page with his son. And after this whole little incident, she started following him again. She started tagging him off their son page more. Yeah, bitch. I was hurt. Like, damn. So, boom. I continue my life. I meet someone else. This boy I met before, he seemed kind of apprehensive on wanting to take me on a date. But he was one of those niggas who thought women were just put on this earth to use men, I guess. I miss him the most. And I might as well put our picture up. Because, baby, if you see this, I'm ready. I'm joking. Men who have that issue are usually the men who don't have monies. I was just thinking, what the fuck? And I would only respond to his text when I got bored. I used to, like, pump fake on linking with him. One random day, I just felt intrusive. So I thought, why not? Let's meet this nigga for once. Because he had texted me asking to see me or whatnot, but not with no words special in mind. So I agreed, and we seen each other. We went for a little ride, and all we did the whole ride was just talk about nothing. And talking about nothing with him just felt special, like any other dizzy ass bitch would. And in the back of my mind, I thought, yeah, I want this to be my man. Like, we just went on an hour drive and he ain't trying to fuck me. You're meant for me. Keep in mind, this was the type of boy to talk about how he couldn't be a trick, this, that, and a third. I figured I liked him. He figured he liked me more, and we needed to be together. So we made it official, and after that, he really, really became a trick. Anything I asked him to get or anything I brought up, he's paying for it. I got this lash appointment coming up. It's $150. He's sending me $150. Oh my God, babe, I'm at work and I see this shirt. I used to work at a cure. Look at this shirt. This is so cute, babe. Like, oh my God, don't you think this would be so cute? I mean, he texted me like, damn, that is cute. How much is it? Oh, it's whoop whoop whoop. He's sending it to me. And that went on for a while. Like, he was fine. He was so beautiful to me. I was so in love. And he was giving me everything I wanted. And he was everything I wanted. Tall, soft lips, and some more. I was like, what? This is life in the dream house. Hey, hey, life in the dream house. I felt like Barbie, bitch. And I really believed I could do that forever. Until I couldn't. He started to show insecurities. Keep in mind, I worked at Akira. If you've been to Akira, how many straight men have you seen in Akira? I'll wait. There's men who could claim to have kids, claim to never been with a man, but they give that. Yeah, I would Uber home at the time. Most nights I didn't have to Uber. I would just have to wait for my boyfriend. He lived on the entire other side of town to come pick me up and take me home. This night specifically, I was on my monthly and I just felt terrible. I needed to get home right away just to be in comfort and sleep through the pain. And I'm in obvious distress. And my manager at the time, mind you, he's a white gay man. He will tell you he's gay. He gives gay. Like, and he like, oh girl, I live right on that way. I could just take you home. Like, so I was like, yeah, that's cool. And my boyfriend had my location 24/7 at that time. And he's seen it moving.
Let me just clarify this. I also had his location and I checked it, of course, before I drove off in the car. And he was nowhere near on the way. He hadn't even left the house. So before I get in the car, I text him like, I don't need you to come pick me up. And I'm pretty sure that made him think like, I always pick you up. So how the fuck are you getting home? But it took him a minute to come get to me because, like I said, he was on the other side of the town. I was ready to go home right then and there.
He called me like, where the fuck you at? And I'm like, oh, my manager, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop, offered to take me home. And he knows who my manager is. He's seen my manager before. Again, he does not look anywhat like a boy. He looks like a boy. He went the fuck off. Like, why the fuck would you let another nigga take you home? He's like, stop right now and have him drop you off. And I don't know if he heard the conversation through the phone, but he kind of looking like, girl, is you okay? I'm taken aback, like, I didn't know it was that serious. And I'm telling my manager what's going on. Like, this nigga on the phone tweaking. Like, maybe you could just drop me off right here. And he like, are you sure? And my nigga on the phone like, yeah, you motherfucking sure. I'm right here. I'm right here. Sure enough, he was right there. Zoom the fuck up. But I'm thinking like, why are you mad that a gay man is taking me home? I let that pass. We made up. And again, it was baby, I love you, baby. And we were in love again. Things were back to normal. Until it wasn't. Like, if you seen the mailman dropping off the mail, he'll be like, who the fuck is this nigga in front of your crib dressed up as the mailman? First of all, what are you doing inside? What are you doing outside my crib? Second, that's actually the mailman. Like, he just became delusional in a sense. and I can't explain it at all.
I also forgot to add this very important story. Like, this is so funny. When I said things like that kept on happening, like, it just kept on happening. My Bookie Pookie Wookie was losing his shit, for real. So, at this time, I was kind of responsible for the household. I was living with my dad. So, I would be often taking care of my siblings, doing their hair for school, cooking, and you know what you do at the end of the night after a long day. You kind of straighten up the house, prepare for the next day. So that's what I was doing. I was in the kitchen cleaning up, thinking like, oh my gosh, this is gonna be me when me and my man get married. Like, I'm gonna be making dinner, putting away the dishes, and I'm listening to my music while I'm cleaning up. I had on these big ass jogging pants and my phone was in my pocket. So if my phone buzzed, I wouldn't be able to hear it. I mean, hear it or feel it. So I'm cleaning up. I go to take out the trash. The trash is like right in front of my house, like at the end of the driveway, no more than 20 feet away, if that. Come back in the house, and I'm finally done cleaning up. I sit down, check my phone. Why do I have 15 missed calls from this nigga, 30 text messages from this nigga, 3 voicemails talking about some, where the fuck you at? Why the fuck your location just said you was across the street? What was you doing across the street? What, nigga? Trying to think, when did I go the fuck across the street? The only place I went was to take out the trash. This nigga mad because I took out the trash.
It went from normal to insecurities out of nowhere. I was so confused. If you're from Indianapolis, you know. So every Sunday, you know how everybody be on MLK Street? And for y'all who don't know, MLK is just like this one big street. It'll be like the whole black community on that one street. And there will be food trucks, people selling drinks, selling snacks, really networking going on there. And everybody getting to know everybody. Everybody dresses up, looks nice, looks good. Yeah. Remember, my boyfriend has like my location. And most times I would tell him what I was doing for the day. And this one specific day, I told him that I was going to hang out with my homegirls on MLK. He seemed a little irritated, but he like, yeah, nah, whatever, do what you do. Boo, 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 boo. I go with them. Girl, why the fuck we outside? And I see this boy snooping like he's in his car actively. I didn't even notice him at first. One of my homegirls was like, Lamaya, ain't that your man? And I said, fuck no, he's trying to catch me being sneaky. And that's the funny thing. I wasn't even trying to be. That was red flag number 1. But I didn't say anything because what the fuck are you? What are you doing here? I just let him drive past because you know where I'm at. I just seen you. You know what I'm doing. Then later that night, I went home and he went the fuck off on my phone claiming I was trying to be sneaky. And he swore I seen him.
And I definitely did see him. It was just the fact that he was being snoopy and sneaky, trying to catch me being sneaky when that wasn't even the case. Once I got home, yeah, he went the fuck off on my phone. And it threw me off because I'm still with my homegirls at this point. So I was like, yeah, you know what? We ain't finna do this.
That happened. And things like that just kept happening. So we cut it off. When you and that other motherfucker deeply in love and delusional, y'all not cutting each other off. Y'all finna keep feeding into each other's BS. And that's exactly what we were doing. Like, I wouldn't speak to him and he would blow my phone up. He would be done with me and I would blow his phone up. We finally came together and tried to talk about something. And it concluded to he wanted to move in together, but he didn't want me to go anywhere. Like, he didn't want me to work. He said we would move in together. He would pay all the bills, but he wanted kids. He would do the grocery shopping because he was afraid that anywhere I go, someone will try to talk to me. The gas station, the grocery store, the mall. So anything that needs to be done on the outside, he would do. Sounds like you're trying to hold me captive. I think I'm gonna have to pass. That was that. So the one with the kid was the very last relationship. The one that I previously told, the crazy ass boy, he was in the middle. This one I'm about to tell right now, this was the first to really make a bitch go crazy. First relationship where I got my feelings hurt and I actually could not eat. I can't eat. I don't even remember how I met this boy, but I was a teenager. Nothing but free time and emotions. Free time and emotions do not go together whatsoever. Bitch, find something to do. Go find a hobby. Go join some sports. Do something. Don't have free time. I end up meeting this boy. We were young and he had a lot of shit that I liked. Now, when I was younger, I liked the boys with the guns and the money, and he had all the guns you could think of. Like, it was like Candyland. I don't know why I liked boys with guns back then, but that was like my niche. A lot of beautiful hair to run my fingers through. He had big, juicy lips. I loved everything about that boy. I loved him down. We would see each other every weekend, no matter what the cost. Like, we went great lengths to make sure we seen each other. I'm talking damn near risking our lives to see each other. I can't even get into that because I don't know who may see this video one day. It's just like some shit I gotta forever be ashamed of. I grew up in a very strict household when I was staying with my dad. You can't have no boyfriends till you 56. And then you can't even have no boyfriend. You gotta get married. How the fuck you gonna get married without the boyfriend? I don't know. Ask them that goofy ass shit. This was my first time experiencing what I thought was love. This is my first time experiencing jealousy. Like, he brought out all these new emotions I'm experiencing for the first time. This shit is nuts. Like, what is this? What's happening to me? On the phone 24/7. I'm talking about 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you went in my call log, it said, we're gonna name him Jaden. Jaden, all down my call log. Jaden. And that went on for a couple months. Like, the high I was on, it felt like I didn't want to come down, and there was no way I can come down because he was feeling the same way as me. Or so I fucking thought, until unfortunate event occurred and I got shipped off to my mom. I couldn't stay with my dad anymore. And my mom lived in a city 2-3 hours away. I was devastated. I remember in the car ride home, I was listening to Tamar Braxton, thinking about you all the way home. Thinking about that nigga all the way the fuck home. Once I made it to my mama's house, I swear to God, I was not eating for a week. I lost about 10 pounds, but we would still keep up with the original program, stand on the phone 24/7. It was making me sick. Like, when we weren't on the phone, before I moved with my mom, y'all, me and him, we would play the game all day. We would play Fortnite together. And you know, in Tilted Towers, landing at Tilted Towers, it was like this yellow house that me and him, we always used to land at that fucking yellow house together. So I'm playing, and just off muscle memory, I'm like, all right, I'm finna land at Tilted Towers. And I see that yellow house. Yeah, I just bust out crying. I couldn't play the game no more. I'm like, all right, let me play something else to get my mind off this nigga. So I play GCA. I'm just regularly playing. I'm playing as Franklin and I'm in the hood. Yeah, why the fuck I see a yellow house in the game that look just like the yellow house from Tilted Towers? Next thing you know, crying the motherfucking again. Crying again. So I just cut the game off completely. Now I'm curled up in the bed, depressed. And my mama like, I got you some pizza. So I went in the kitchen to go get me a slice of pizza because at some point a bitch gotta eat. It just so happened to be that nigga exact favorite pizza from the exact place. I started crying again. I couldn't even eat the pizza like 24/7. Everything is reminding me of him. Everything is making me fucking cry. I'm just walking around this bitch crying and hungry. A month passes. I still have other family who live in the same city as him. So sometimes my mom goes down there for like birthdays and family cookouts, shit like that. It was the middle of September. I don't remember what was going on, but we were going down there and I'm like, yes, I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'm about to go see my man. So I text him, let him know I'm gonna be down there. But it was the middle of the week. Like, I was doing online school. He was going to school. But either way, we was going to figure some shit the fuck out. If I had to go up to his school, you better believe I was going to find a way to get in that school. Somebody was going to let me through a fucking window, and I'm not playing. We come up with a plan. He's like, I'm driving to school. I'm going to just come to you before I go to school. Early in the morning, like 5 a.m. So we can have some sort of time to spend together. So y'all, I instantly went to sleep so I could teleport to the next day. I go to sleep, wake up, and it's 5 a.m. I get that text like I'm outside. I'm geeked. All my pain is over just for a minute. Go out to his car. We all in each other's face. I'm just like, oh, my baby. Baby, I miss you. Then it's time for us to part ways because obviously the nigga got to go to school. I just remember looking into his eyes like, oh, my God. Because this is also the same day that I'm going back home 2 hours away. Keep up, y'all, keep up. So, yeah, I'm just taking in every moment, making sure I'm being as present as I can be because ain't no telling when I'm going to see my man again. And it's time to get out that car. Tears instantly start rolling out. I was staying at my cousin's house these 2 days. And the door was right there, y'all. That felt like the longest walk ever. Like, I cried all the way to the door. I cried walking upstairs to go get in the bed. I cried myself to sleep. And when I finally went to sleep, I was having a dream about him. The dream was weird. Like, it was very bright. We were in a room, and the room was very bright. Like, everything around us was just white. And I was just looking at him, and he was just staring at me, and then he smiled, and then I woke up. But this is when my life got 10 times worse. If I felt like I was going through some shit before, oh, you just fucking wait. I wake up to my phone buzzing like ding, ding, ding. Text messages back to back to back to back. Motherfuckers, Lavanya, you okay? You cool? Cuz, you cool? Lavanya, how you feeling? Like, what the fuck? What the fuck is going on? Why is everybody asking me, am I okay? Bitch, yes, I'm okay. I just seem like, man, it's a good day. Like, what could go wrong? I'm trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. They like, oh, Jaden just got stabbed and he's in the hospital. What? What? He got into it with some nigga. They got to school. They got to fighting. The nigga pulled out a knife, stabbed him up, and he's skinny as fuck. So one little poke could do a lot of fucking damage. No funny shit. So he's in the hospital, critical condition. He went into cardiac arrest twice, I believe. 2 or 3 times. It was 2 or 3 times he went into cardiac arrest. And I am in distress like, oh my gosh. Again, mind you, I'm about to leave. I came down here with my mama. I gotta leave with my mama. My mama's not leaving me behind. But before I leave, I'm trying to figure out what hospital he at. Bitch, I need to go find my nigga. What the fuck? Now I'm crying again. But harder. And for something more serious. Then one of my homeboys texts me some screenshots. You know what the screenshots is? It's from a bitch page. Talking about something. Oh my God, I was supposed to see you today. We were supposed to be together. Bitch, you was supposed to be. Who was supposed? Who? Who this for? This bitch is on her story in distress. I don't know this bitch from a can of paint. Never seen her before. Never heard of her. But she obviously know who my man is. Who just seen me this morning had my DNA all in your mouth. Coochie juice all on you. And you was about to go see somebody else today? Better yet, I don't know if you're gonna come out alive or not, like, but if you die today, this bitch is gonna forever think that y'all were gonna be something. But you just died. That's the only reason y'all was never nothing. Oh, imagine your nigga dying and you get on the internet to find out he was cheating on you. Because at this point, before this, you knew nothing about it. You just loved everything about him. You loved him with all your heart. And the love of your life, the only love you ever knew, is leaving you. and at the same time you found out he was cheating, that's some painful shit. But y'all, that nigga ain't die. He was in the hospital for a long minute. But after he recovered, you know I brought that shit up. I don't give no fuck. Healing or not. Bitch, you were... Who? Why the fuck she said she was gonna come see you? Why the fuck this little bitch talking about some... Y'all supposed to see each other today? What the fuck was that about? Right after we was together. Y'all, do y'all know what this boy excuse was? Lavanya, she's 23. At this time, we were either juniors or seniors in high school. I don't give a fuck if this bitch was 55. What are you doing talking to her? And we're supposed to be married. So if I go put this young tight punani on your uncle, does that not supposed to mean anything? Like, do I get a free pass because he old? What the fuck do her being older than us got to do with anything? I feel like I could not describe how painful that was, but it was pretty painful for me to feel like I'm losing the only love I ever known, and you were cheating on me at the same time. I want y'all to know I'm not telling these stories just to vent. I'm telling them because every time I thought I was in love, I swore it was forever. It'll never end. Like this boy was meant for me until it ended. And I felt like I was watching my world crumble beneath me. But clearly it didn't. I'm still here, wiser, softer, and definitely motherfucking stronger. Each heartbreak taught me something. And I know as long as I keep learning, reflecting, and growing, eventually I will find love that's 10 times deeper and safer and more real than anything I've ever experienced. And if you are watching this, baby, you will too. But don't just keep running into the same shit. Remember, the key words are keep reflecting, keep learning, and keep growing. Don't look at the same red flags and like, oh, maybe this one will be different. No, bitch. No, let it go. But yeah, that's all I got for y'all today. And it's until next time.